What's up, guys? So we have some news from marvelstrikeforce.com official YouTube channel with changes coming to the game, and these changes are very concerning in my opinion. We're gonna take a look at this video. I'm gonna give my reaction. We're gonna watch this on 2 times so we can speed it up. But yeah, so this is coming out next patch. Very concerning in my opinion. I think free to play is absolutely dead. If the game was pay to win before, now it's way more pay to win. So let's take a look and then you guys tell me in the comments what you think about it. Okay, I'm not sure if the audio is good. I'm gonna make...
Greetings, Commanders. My name is Pathfinder. Today, we're going to be talking about patch 9.0, one of our biggest patches ever with 4 new features. But before we get into that, leave a comment down below on who your favorite character is in Marvel Strike Force. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on the latest news and updates in Marvel Strike Force. Let's go over the 4 new features. We'll cover all of these in greater detail throughout the video. The first is a new system called Overpower. We have a new raid coming your way with the individual raid difficulty selector. We're also going to be having global milestones appear for the first time in Marvel Strike Force, as well as the new command center. Now let's dive in. Marvel Strike Force has evolved over the last 7 years with many ways of powering up your characters. As the game has grown, the power you gain from upgrading characters has fallen behind and needs a bit of a boost. Many of the rewards in MSF are materials to upgrade your...
The power of your characters has fallen behind. I'm not really sure what they mean by this. If the characters are falling behind in terms of the stats, like we have new gear tiers, we have the level ups, we have the ISO weight. If something is missing, I mean, is it not your job to figure it out? We gave all kinds of examples, mods like in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, different progression systems like masteries, like you had in Marvel Future Revolution. So if the game does not have more progression systems, it's because you are lazy to develop it. That's the way it is. So, but here we go. This new way of getting stats or advantage over your opponents for me is so disgusting. Let's keep taking a look.
Your character's level, gear, and ISO weight, and we know you put a lot of effort into acquiring these, and they should give you a clear boost in power with each upgrade. Currently, they're not having the impact we think they should, and Overpower is designed to improve this by making your upgrades more powerful. Overpower isn't a new progression track or something additional you need to chase. It simply makes your progress matter more in battle. This works with all your current progression, so most players will see their characters gain Overpower ranks immediately when Overpower launches. This also helps any future progression you do, because as you upgrade your characters, they'll automatically grow in Overpower rank. We want to make it clear that our intention is not to punish players for underinvesting, but to make your careful investments in your favorite characters more relevant in battle. So let's take a look at how Overpower works. Overpower assigns an Overpower rank to each of your characters based on their progression. You'll gain Overpower ranks for gear, ISO weight, and character level. The Overpower bonuses are based on the difference between the attacker's Overpower rank and their target. If they are 1 Overpower rank apart, they get a small bonus. As the difference in Overpower ranks increase, the bonus gets bigger.
They get a small bonus. Okay, so, I mean, 50% damage and 50% focus, it's not a small bonus. So how do you get these numbers, right? You have the level cap. They divided these by 5 levels, I guess, since level 80 or something. And then we also have the gear tiers, and then we also have the ISO weight, right? So I think they divided the ISO weights by color, and then the levels, it has to have some difference or so. This accumulates to a level 9. They're going to explain more in front that you can go up to level 12. They don't want level 12 yet because it might be too big of an advantage, but in the future, they are already telling us, whenever the next level of purple ISO weight or whenever orange ISO weight comes, then you can have your overpowered level go to levels like level 15 or level 20. So this is like, it's not red stars because it's free, but it requires money, right? It requires money to get gear tier 20 and purple ISO weight and level 105 day 1, right? So the people that can get day 1 these gears and resources, they're going to have a huge advantage compared to anyone else. Like 50% damage stats, 50% damage stats plus 50% focus, massive advantage compared to anyone else. Absolutely crazy.
And more powerful. In combat, each character's Overpower rank is compared to the enemies they attack. If one character...
Okay, so now we have some new mechanics. So you can see this green thing here, this green arrow. This means you have advantage over your opponent. So in other games, I was just talking about this yesterday. Other games, they have the rock, paper, scissors. The rock is stronger against the scissor. The paper is stronger against the rock. So now we have something similar, but instead of 3 types, we have 2 types, which is positive or negative. So if your level of the overpower is higher than your opponent, well, you're going to crush them, right? Now, what I don't understand and they don't explain is, so they get the overpowered stats. So, like, for example, Invisible Woman, she has 40% stats or she has like 50% stats, What's the explanation here? They kind of miss out on that.
Has a higher overpower rank than the other, they receive a bonus that helps them attack. If their overpower rank is the same, then combat proceeds normally with no bonus for either character. As you can see in this situation by the on-screen prompt, my overpower level is higher than the enemy shown. We'll be launching with only one tier of overpower bonus, and plan to add tiers 2 and 3 in the future. We want to give players time to get used to the system before adding the larger bonuses.
So this is, I think this is the new tier, right? This is the tier. These are the bonuses. Then we're gonna get multiple tiers, and this is level 9. So once again, we are setting ourselves to more levels in the future, because they will mention it as well. Once again, whoever can get their hands on gear tier 20 or level 105 or purple ISO 8 or orange ISO 8, because it's coming for sure, you'll have massive advantage compared to anyone else. This is absolutely insane.
Overpower bonuses will make your character stronger, but in most cases, they won't overcome a bad matchup or substitute for skillful play. We want your progression to matter, but not to feel like it removes the challenge and skill from the game.
I mean, when you're giving like 50% extra damage, once again, you are increasing the damage, and the enemies, they have no increase in armor, they have no increase on defense. So you are going to absolutely destroy, even if the difference, so they have overpower of 9 or 8. You have the overpower of 9, but because it only affects the damage and the focus, it does not affect the defensive stats, it means you are always going to obliterate the enemy characters. Like, I really don't understand what they are thinking about this. This is absolutely insane. This is like red stars, but without any defensive stats. It's insane. Like, you're gonna absolutely obliterate the enemies. Now, like he said, it's true that if you have more speed, or if you have mechanics that stop the enemies from going, and you have the chance of taking a turn, if you have the chance of taking a turn, then yeah, maybe you can win, but most of the times, if your opponents have more resources, it's more likely than not that you're going to get absolutely destroyed. So let's not kid ourselves. And this is because Marvel Strike Force has a very linear system of progression. So things like extra speed and so on don't even come into play in cases like these, and the minor changes that we have between characters is just ISO 8 or position or anything. So this is very, very concerning in my opinion, but once again, let me know in the comments below.
Here are our goals for each tier of overpower bonus. Tier 1 bonus will be a small but meaningful boost to a character's power. This is what you'll see when one character is at maximum progression and is fighting a character that's behind in one area. This is a pretty common situation, so it shouldn't be a giant bonus. But it should feel good if you've just upgraded your character to level 105 and are still fighting a character that's level 100, for example. The tier 1 bonus will give 50% damage, 50% focus, and automatically win speed bar, speed stat ties.
50%. Once again, now you're gonna have speed bar advantage, so the speed bar ties gone. And once again, whoever goes first with 50% extra damage stat, it's not damage multiplier, it's extra stat. It's huge. It's absolutely insane. This is ridiculous. One ability that does usually 400% damage is going to do 600% damage because, and it's not even related. It's not exactly the same, but imagine. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is insane. And once again, you have no speed advantage for equal characters. Absolutely insane.
Tier 2 bonuses will be a bigger bonus than Tier 1 and feel fairly strong. You'll see Tier 2 bonuses most commonly when one character is at maximum progression and fighting an enemy that is behind in 2 different areas. For example, if you have a maxed out character and their target is behind in 2 areas like gear and ISO 8. The Tier 3 bonus is the biggest bonus you can get and feels very powerful. It still won't overcome a bad matchup, but it will make a difference in most battles. To get a Tier 3 bonus, the attacker has to be 3 progression levels ahead. So if you had max progression on a character today, you need to fight someone that's behind.
Tell me more lies, bro. So this is the level 1. It's already huge. It's insane. Once again, 50% more damage with no increase on the defense. And you are telling us that the level 3 will feel even more impactful. So once again, pay to win to the absolute limit. Whoever can get their hands first on the gear tiers, the levels, and so on, you're gonna absolutely destroy everything. Like people like Tanado Mike Japan and all these mega krakens that spend $10,000 per week on Marvel Strike Force. Oh, they're gonna be loving these. Cosmic Crucible, Alliance Wars, whatever else is gonna be absolutely dominated by these guys. Even more. And this is the problem. Like, this is the result of 1 or 2 years of whale tiers. The whales have been crying non-stop because of stuff like these, because they were losing in Cosmic Crucible, they were losing in Alliance Wars, and like this, it's over. Like, there is no chance. Like, oh my god, this is ridiculous.
In all 3 progression tracks. This shouldn't be a common situation, especially if you're prioritizing modes you want to be most competitive in, such as War and Cosmic Crucible. We're going to gather data as Overpower launches to ensure we understand the impact the Tier 1 bonus is having on Marvel Strike Force. While we're planning this very carefully, there's no substitute from having thousands of players actually using it and looking at that data. We'll use this information to tune tiers 2 and 3 and to provide appropriate levels of power when we release them. Let's check out some additional details on overpower. When overpower launches, you'll see overpower ranks next to your characters in combat, your roster and squad select, and next to enemy characters in squad select. During combat, you'll see enemies' overpower ranks shown from the perspective of your active character. If an enemy has a lower overpower rank than your active character, you'll see green arrows next to that enemy indicating that you have a bonus. But if an enemy character has a higher overpower...
If you cannot see it, they put really bad colors here. It's right there, right? The black and the red. And it's so big, like this bullshit, it's so big that soon it's hiding the characters. We cannot even see anymore what's going on. Like, I'm not sure what they're going to do next. But this is getting to the point that you cannot even see the characters anymore. It's like all different bonuses and icons on the screen rather than you can see the characters. Okay, anyway.
You'll see red arrows next to that enemy instead, indicating that they will have a bonus against you. Overpower will launch with 12 ranks. Rank 12 will be unavailable at launch and will become available in the future. As we increase the cap on gear, ISO 8, and character level in the future, we'll also add overpower levels. Overpower will only...
So once again, it can go all the way to level 20 or level 50. Man, this is insane. This is like absolute pay to win to the limit.
Apply the
and not... Sorry, I apologize for that. And it's like, once again, it requires no skill, no strategy, no nothing. It's just all about spending money. This is like people... Oh my God, this is absolute pay to win. There is nothing else to say. It's absolute pay to win.
PvP at launch, but we do expect to add it to PvE content in the near future. A new raid is coming to Marvel Strike Force, the Chaos Raids. There's a lot to cover here, and there's some fundamental changes on what you may know about
the new raid. Like, I'm gonna skip this. The new raid, we already knew what to expect. You're gonna be able to select a difficulty on each of the nodes. Nothing special there. And they mention as well, the raids will be restricted in terms of difficulty by the gear you have in terms of ISO 8, which is fine, I guess. And then they mention here some new global milestones. This is something that I have seen in other games where the whole community, all the player base, works for one goal. And yeah, usually this is fine. It's meaningless at the end of the day. It's just something that is in the background and you get it one way or another. So it's flashy, as you guys can see. It has some new animations and whatever, but it's absolutely useless. And there you go. So all the time that they spend with these, they mentioned that is also related with some future saga that they're going to release for Annihilus, but overall nothing special. So once again, very, very disappointing. Oh, this is how it looks. Big spenders. Look at this. They put it right there. The only thing that matters is the big spenders. No brain, no nothing. It only matters the size of your wallet. Oh my God, this is so ridiculous. This game is getting worse and worse. They have no players. The player base is absolutely dead. Absolutely dead. 200,000 players maximum. Rachel Legends, 5 million players monthly. Marvel Strike Force, 200,000 monthly. So less than 10%. Less than 10%. And this is what they do. Pay to win to the absolute limit, making sure that if you are a Kraken, if you are a whale, if you are spending more than $200 per week, per month, it's not per month, like you have to spend per week $200 minimum to keep up with this shit, and you'll have absolutely no chance. This is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, insane. And they mentioned that, this is gonna help you with old characters compared to new characters. Are you fucking kidding me? So you're gonna tell me that Red Hulk, which they used for clickbait in the thumbnail, you're gonna tell me that Red Hulk that was released in 2023 or 2022 with his stats 1 million health is gonna be able to punch up 1 gazillion just because he has overpower of 9? Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like, this is so ridiculous. Do you even know how math works? Do you even know how math works? Yeah, this is absolutely insane. But you guys let me know in the comments below what you think about this topic. Do you think Marvel Strike Force went off the rails? Let me know all about it. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. And I'll catch you guys later.